talk about some basic knife stuff, knife to knife stuff. First and foremost, always walk away from a knife fight. You never know how good they are or how bad you are that day. Right? Always try to walk away, period. Okay, so let's talk about your basic caveman swing, angle 1 in most FMA systems, which is here. Okay? So if I'm playing a Larga Mano perspective, ideally, I let him run into my knife, right? Just bam, right? I don't even want to come in and play. I just swing out and I come in, boom, 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 right? So the concept that we have here is always try to attack the weapon hand. Ideally, they let go. If they don't let go, you're attacking the hand again, okay? And as you're going behind the person, ideally, you're trying to incapacitate them, and you always end with a trap out, right? I've seen some people where they do this and they do this, and they think that they have it, but what if this person's hopped up on PCP or something, or you don't get that cut good enough, or they're wearing leather pants, whatever the case may be, right? And they can get you. So if we're gonna do the same concept here, right? He follows through, I'm coming back, I'm trying to stuff him. Every time I'm trapping, I'm trying to keep him off balance, right? I trap whatever I can trap, right? The whole premise is I don't want him to come back to me, right? So let's say for drill's sake, so to speak, I get out of the way, right? Coming in, I'm trying to disable his arm, and what I'm doing now is I'm trying to disrupt his balance the whole time while making sure that he can't chase after me. So that once I'm done, I back away, I'm pretty sure that he's not gonna try to chase me. Okay? So what we do here is we try to attack the attack first, right? And knock out any major muscle group, right? But we don't think of it as, oh, I got this, because I know that through anatomy that if I cut here, I can disrupt the hand. Look at it as, I need to have the follow-up to ensure that I'm getting it. Boom. All right, and end with that trap, and you watch that person go down. Okay? So again, from this perspective, would be basic one, I just hollow out, right? If you look at basic geometry, if I step straight back, right, and he comes in, he can still get me. But if I go, imagine a circle within a square. If you have a square, you draw a circle inside of it, you have these corners that are voids. We try to get into those voids, right? So when he swings like this, if I step in this void, he can't get me, but I can get him, okay? Versus me stepping straight back, I'm still in line. Something's still in line, so we end up cutting each other. So instead of stepping straight back, try to step off to the side. So in this case, I'm stepping back to my left into this little pocket right here, okay? So now another thing is, you'll see some people, they feel the need to swing hard and swing hard. From essentially from science style Kadena perspective, all you need is right there. Once you make the clearance, boom, right? You're actually going to enter in with the blade coming in and you're slicing out. So instead of trying to just go here and try to come right back, because at this moment in time, we have all this wind up, right? And depending on who's quicker and faster, it's going to win that day, right? So instead of doing that, try to get to a habit of once you feel the weapon clear, you actually enter in. So this is the trap. So the weapon's actually trapping first. So we're here, boom. So I'm trying to knock out this arm, right? And then as I trap, I'm coming in, keeping off balance, and this is where you start going for the critical points to try to make sure that they're not going to chase after you. Okay, so again, don't step straight back, because you can still be in danger. Try to go off to a pocket, boom. Try not to go here to here. Try to minimize the motion, because if you have a sharp knife, all you really need is that to start cutting, right? And since most people don't walk around with a sword or machete, you're thinking a small little knife, right? So I'm not trying to lob off his hand, right? If I had like a regular bolo, yeah, I can see this motion coming through, but I got like a little knife, right? So here, get the trap, and make sure you trap above the elbow, because if I trap below the elbow, you can actually bend in and counter, okay? So again, here, once it clears, you're trying to enter in with that, okay? Behind the elbow. Come in with the trap hand, right? And this is where you try to knock out major muscle groups. Boom, boom, and then you trap and leave. Okay, so from this perspective over here, it is 1, okay? Once it clears, I'm gonna try to come in, right? I'm gonna try to slice in. So a lot of people always think of the knife always has to slice in this direction, but you can slice in that direction as well. Okay, so that's what we're attempting to do. We're here, slice, trap, okay? So now if we're keeping to the same concept of minimizing motion, instead of me trapping to wind up, we're here, we're trapping and cutting through. We're trapping and cutting through, right? Make sense? So look at the timing behind that. So instead of me coming here, here, and then winding up right here, I'm gonna try to go here, here, and then as this is coming in behind the knife continues going forward, because the knife right now is trapping the arm. So once the hand takes over, this can go through, right? And then you're back to everything else right here, okay? So he gives you that one. You have one option of doing the traditional wind-up and coming in, right? Like if I had a longer weapon or a heavy weapon, but if I have a short weapon, right here. And so some people will ask, well, what if he pulls back? So say I get this cut, and he pulls back. If my motion is to come in anyways, I'm coming in anyways. If he follows through, my motion is coming through anyways. I'm still falling back with the trap. Right? So if we're looking at it as a one-arm attack, so to speak, I might be able to get this arm. Might be able to. If he pulls back after the cut, I get whatever I can get. If it's his hand, it's his hand. If it's his neck, if it's his neck. If I want to go low, go between the ribs, so be it. All right? But this trap hand still comes right behind it. All right? If he follows through, I'm still coming in. Right? Trap hand still back there, right? Trap hand still follow right behind it. Here, follows through, here, boom. So you're slicing down, doing a fillet. So slice, boom, and you go, okay? So again, here, if he pulls back, I'm entering it anyways, right? If he traps it, like any FMA person would trap it, just slice out. Right? Slice out. And then you're back to the other side. Okay? If he follows forward and goes through it, right? Again, I'm trying not to retract it. I'm trying to enter in with it right away. Okay? So I'm trying to save time. I'm trying to cut time. So again, instead of me winding up to try to come in, I'm trying to speed myself up by coming in right away. So right after the weapon clears, I'm trying to come in right away. I can get what I can get. And then you trap, you try to knock out whatever major muscles you can. Okay? Go again. Here. Right? Again, it doesn't matter if he pulls back, follows through, or stays right there. The technique still calls for, once it clears, I'm shooting in, trap hand right behind it. Or the other variation was, you shoot in, trap hand right behind it, but the knife does not leave the body, and you go straight down. And then you end up behind him. Boom, 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 boom. You knock out whatever you can. And end with that trap hand. Make sure he's going down before you try to run away. All right, so that is a basic understanding of knife.